Audience and guests. It gives me great pleasure to introduce today's distinguished great guest speaker, Mr. Raghav BK. He is the founder and director of RenewIT, India's first Microsoft authorized refurbisher. Raghav's journey is a true example of innovation driven by purpose. In 2009, he founded RenewIT with a simple yet powerful vision to make technology more accessible and affordable for all, while promoting environmental sustainability. His company refurbishes and recycles used computers, giving them a new lease of life and enabling MSMEs, education institutes, and IT companies to benefit from high quality, low cost spaces. The idea for Renew IT was born during Raghav's tenure at a pharmaceutical CMO, where he noticed new computers were being discarded and realized there was a better, more sustainable way. This insight sparked a movement that has not only reduced e-waste but also helped bridge the device digital in India. Under this leadership, Renew IT has also undertaken remarkable CSR initiatives such as Computers in Schools, which sets up computer labs in schools to empower young students with digital literacy. Raghav's commitment to entrepreneurship extends beyond his own venture. He is a founding member of BNI Ultimate Chapter, where he actively mentors and supports fellow entrepreneurs. His inspiring journey and thought leadership have been featured in TEDx talks, where he continues to motivate others to pursue impactful innovation. In recognition of his outstanding work, Raghav has been honored with the Young Innovator Award at the FKCCI Innovation Excellence Award 2014 and the prestigious CNBC Masterpreneur Award. On a personal note, Raghav, a graduate from Western Michigan University and holds a master's degree from the Manchester Business School. Beyond business, he is a passionate badminton player and an avid technology enthusiast who enjoys reading and reviewing the latest tech trends. So please join me in extending a warm Rotary welcome to a visionary entrepreneur, environmental champion, and a true innovator, Raghav BK.
2009, we started Shriram EcoRaksha Computer Services. EcoRaksha because we wanted to reduce the burden on Mother Earth. And we wanted to keep our family in the whole thing. So Shriram is actually my grandfather's name. So we attached that because we are here because of him. So just to talk about our company itself. So the first arm in our company is EcoRaksha. So what we do is we go to corporates and we buy back old computers from them. So whether it's working, non-working, scrap. So initially in 2009, when I started going, a lot of them told, "Nodi suit bootal kabaddi wala banbita." They used to tell back in the day. So I got a lot of names then. I still remember that. So a lot of times, what used to happen is they used to just give everything in one truck. So even the census, everything was telling that 1.7 million metric tons of e-waste is generated in India every year. What happens to it? Nobody knows. And quantity, nobody knows. It's just in weight. So if you want to, it's like telling I have a old Creta, it's 10 tons of metal, 5 tons of leather, this much of, so that's the only way. But we don't do that, right? We tell it's a 2020 model Creta, these many miles. So over the years, everything has changed even in corporate. So I'll just show one of the corporates that how e-waste is. So this is the way the computers, which are very high-end computers. After 3-4 years, they still use Manakagala because cost of my employees is more than the cost of the computer. It's depreciated on my books. So I want to give them the best computer. So we understood their logic. So we started telling them, move the computers in your office itself. So the IT can't take care. Let the admin use it. Let the security use it. Let the housekeeping use it. So give it life, extra life in your facility itself before it comes out. So that is the first part of reduction that we explain to them. And then once it is no more usable for them, we used to take it to our facility and try to give it a second life. I'll talk about it a little later, how we do that. And the last part is the complete scrap. What we end up doing is dismantling it. We have a dismantling facility where we end up doing plastic, metal, glass, and that goes to commodity recycling. So we are at our company, what we are trying to do is trying to make it a circular economy. Most of us here are in traditional businesses where you get raw materials, you use it, and you dispose of it. So there's a linear thing. So for us, there's no raw material. So whatever is in the ecosystem, we buy it back, we try to put it back into the system. So there is nothing that we buy from raw material state. So this is what we do. So coming to the refurbishing part, so we have 5,000 square feet facility in Vomsandra where we do the refurbishing. So we use all the protocols of refurbishing. We use everything. I mean, that might not be very interesting today, but the main thing is there is a second life for it. So most of the computers that we get from corporates are 3+ years old. We get even 8-year-old systems as well. But the systems that we buy back from corporates are usually these branded ones with Dell, HP, which are enterprise level ones. It's not the ones that you or me used by buying it from the market, which is made of plastic. Usually most of these are metal bodies. So they have a longer shelf life. So why dispose of them? So I still remember around a decade back, one of these companies, which was a startup that came to me. It was a tech startup. They didn't have enough funding to end up buying new ones. They want each computer that their configuration costed them $1.5 lakh back in the day. So our systems were just 50% of what that was. So they're like, okay, to start off with, let's see. So the mindset was not there, but the pockets were not deep for him back in the day. So he bought it. So 2-3 years down the line, they loved the system. They kept buying from us. So we're like, I thought business is good. How come you're still buying from us? They're like, all the employees are using the same thing. It's working. Why should we change the thing? So he was like, you give us warranty. For us, warranty is what matters. So mindset started shifting. I think around 3 years back, he got funded. But still, he buys 50% of computers from us because the other 50, we don't have that configured. So he ends up buying new ones. But the mindset of this is actually a 10,000 square feet warehouse just for all waste in a corporate. Not just e-waste, all other waste which gets accumulated. And just like in the pharma factory, if you don't use it, it actually becomes waste. If you leave it unused, even your old mobiles, your computers, if you leave it for 6 months or more, you can never use it again. So we kept talking to corporates, telling them, please, if something is there, give it to somebody who can do something about it. As simple as that. Just don't store it. It's not for you, it's not for anybody. So when we started going to a lot of corporates, we started helping them segregate their computers, their e-waste. Few will be working, few will be not working but repairable. Few will be complete scrap. So we believe the best way of disposing them is not recycling, but reduce, reuse, and worst case scenario, recycle it. It's not about saving money. Saving money is one thing, just like your electric vehicles. You're saving money, but you're helping the environment as well along the way. So it's all about that. So getting e-waste, refurbishing it, putting it back into the market, and again getting it back. So most of our computers which are in the market, which are around 80% as good as new, right? So few years down the line, a lot of stockpiles started adding in our factory. We started thinking, what is happening? So then there were a few most of our systems which was getting stockpiled were almost 7-8-year-old systems, perfectly, beautifully working. So just to show you a glimpse of our factory, this is how it is. So we're like, it's all nice systems, how come nobody's buying? So then we started realizing, even companies, even if it's a small SME, their softwares won't run as effectively if it's 7-8 years old. And they tell, sir, iವಾಗ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. Let me buy a better one, refurbish a better one. So this started stockpiling. So we started thinking, oh yeah, we thought we're doing a good thing, we're saving the environment. Let us put everything back. Why should we recycle even if it's looking this way? Outside is good, inside we didn't know what to do. Then we started discussing. So in our team, then we went back to our drawing board. So I think around 7-8 years back when this stockpile was happening, my beautiful wife, smarter than me, she joined us in RenewIT. So she started telling, why did you even start RenewIT? The security guard, right? So there are people who want it. She's an engineer by profession, but her heart is in social service. So the first 4-5 years, you're always trying to earn money so that it's profitable, it's run, there are businesses run. So then we went back to why we started the company. So then we started talking to a lot of tier 1, tier 2 institutions, NGOs, government schools. So they started telling us, sir, let them give, most of our kids don't even know what a computer is. They have a phone because smartphones you get even for 3,000. They know how to consume data. But if you tell them, write a mail, write something on PowerPoint, write something on Excel, which will get them a job, they don't know. So that's when our third arm started, which was called Computers in Schools. So at that time, when we were talking about that, Akshita was telling me, Sundar Pichai had become the CEO of Google then. Everybody was talking about that. We were all like, everybody like Satya Nadella was there, Sundar Pichai was there, so many people were there. Then in India, do you even know that 23 crore students in 13 lakh schools, in which 50% don't have computers. I'm talking about in 2007-8. The numbers might have changed a little now, but imagine 50% don't have computers. Right? So we started thinking, why is there so much digital divide in India? I mean, everybody should get the same opportunity. Then we started realizing opportunity is what the key difference from people like our kids, our grandkids, who do good schools here. But everybody doesn't get that opportunity. So we started thinking, okay, let us do what we started RenewIT for. So computers in schools was something that we were really passionate back then. Then we started realizing computers, even if you don't want to be a computer engineer, nothing related to computers, you need to know basics of computers for any work. Now, AI is another topic altogether, but just to do small, simple work, any office, they'll ask, computer bharata. That is one of the questions. So we started working on that. I still remember, we set up now more than 150 computer labs in government schools, along with corporates. I remember in Seegehalli Government School, the first one, I was very interested. We went there, and there were 2 girls who came up to us, me and the corporate person. Sir, this is very nice, amazing, this, sir. We didn't know computers look like this. We've just seen in our books. Computer classes, they see in books, theory, only theory. There's no practical. So around 3 years back, so I got a mail from the corporate telling that 2 of them have got placed in the same corporate who gave the computer.